In Baltimore. I am here looking at what our bottle tax has done for the citizens of Baltimore. I'm bringing you this news early Tuesday morning because our elected officials stand idly by and let this go on. Our mayor is rallying her forces to claim that the bottle tax is going to help schools. Baltimore City residents, along with their fellow Marylanders, already pay some of the highest taxes in the country, and now soft drink manufacturers, beverage distributors, and bottle grocery store operators have been singled out to pay even more. The Baltimore City container tax has already wiped out jobs. Today, if threatened even more, beverage distributors, centers, soft drink manufacturers, and other local grocery stores in January 2011, after the Baltimore City Council passed the temporary 2% container tax, 77 jobs at the local bottling plant disappeared, with Baltimore City unemployment rate teetering at 11%. We cannot afford that kind of loss. Our elected officials should be focused on creating jobs, not chasing them away. At this time, the tax kicks in. 12 packs of soda could jump by roughly 60 cents or even more a case. Bottled water could increase to $1.20. That's real money, and it adds up. Folks, let me switch to the schools. The schools right now are in such dire need that our city just totally ignores. Alonzo, our CEO, has done so much to us that we really don't know what's going on. Please, people, let's look. This government is just doing more and more to cover their tracks. They're not helping us, they're helping themselves. And I think we need to look at some other thing. We need to look at Santoni's market, owner shutting down doors, blame tax for his troubles, and says he may become a lobbyist or a state lawmaker. Do you blame him? Look, we cannot continue this. I see even right now, the blame on the bottle tax is stretched, said Bishop Douglas Miles, clergy and co-chair of Build Baltimoreans United in Leadership Development Aftermath, an interfaith group that was among the leaders of the school's construction effort. Senators would never have gotten this school construction bill passed without the promise of the bottle tax, which was approved in 2010. Look, have you seen the Office of Legislative audit have so many arguments of so many people getting paid. Not only getting paid for jobs that they have not done. I could show you some things that it's enormous in price. In funds, the Baltimore school system spent more than 2.8 million on overtime in the year 2010, although it was doubtful that employees work all of these hours. People, we need to look at the Baltimore Sun and look at the facts. Alonzo spent money on elaborate lunches and dinners downtown for his people. He left here with so much money that we are not sure whether he is deserving of it, because as CEO, his driver made over $200,000 in overtime. You tell me, when does he sleep? When does Alonzo sleep? People, our schools are falling apart. I was at a school with Senator Joan Conway, Maggie McIntosh, Mary Washington, and others. The school was Garrett Heights. Let me tell y'all people, a rat ran out from the kitchen into the cafeteria. They all jumped up on chairs. Now this is something that our children endures every day. The reason we're having these problems, you tell me, $54 million missing, okay? Now we have 1,400 computers missing from the school, Baltimore City schools. There's so much corruption that contractors that are doing jobs for the city of Baltimore are continuing to bill. Bus companies are continuing to bill the city for carrying children when their water main break and the children are not going to school. All these things are proven and it's listed in the Baltimore Sun. Look, you tell me, how can these schools have so many work orders that are not done, but yet we have a maintenance staff that sit down on Asquith Street? Sometimes if you go down there and just park in front of that building, you will see no vehicles leave. If our schools are in such bad condition, why the lot is not empty? On any given day, the lot down there is packed with trucks that should be out working, maintaining these schools. I work for New York City Board of Education. We had over 1,400 school buildings. And on any given day, I was gone troubleshooting things in different schools. Remember now, these schools are much older than the schools in Baltimore City. And since 1976, schools were only closed 6 times for snow. The schools are in New York City are much older, like I said. 90% of the schools in New York City burn coal still. The schools in Baltimore City burn number 2 and number 4 oil. There's no reason for these schools to be out of heat. First, in order to secure our buildings, we need to make sure that these people that maintain the schools do their job. If the school cannot be maintained by these people, we need to change the staff. We need to get rid of Mr. Scruggins, because he does not know his hands from the butt he sits on. He does not know anything about school maintenance. I've been in school maintenance for over 36 years. I came to Baltimore in 1990 and I worked for Loyola University. Now that's one of the best run institutions in the country. Reason why? I had to change a lot of things because when I came we had a lot of work orders that not being done. And what I did, I said, look, either you guys gonna do your job or I'm gonna get rid of you. We went from hundreds of work orders not being done to no work orders on the books. Not only that, we cut the staff down because they were just there taking up time. And this is what we need to do in Baltimore City schools. We need to, if these people cannot prove what they do in 8 hours, we don't need them. Most of them live outside of Baltimore City. And I think we need to make them accountable for the jobs they hold. Look, you tell me why it is so much overtime, so much sick leave. We cannot continue this, people, and we need to do something now, and the mayor should stop covering for the school district. First to begin, the school district should be not a separate entity on its own. The school district should be under the auspices of the mayor and the city council. This way, all the city council personnel, which would be the district councilman or woman, should all visit 2 or 3 schools weekly in their neighborhood. Visit the cafeteria. Sit in the kids' auditorium and assembly. You could do that one day out of the week. And this way, the kids know who their councilmen are. They have to visit firehouses, precincts. This way, they are aware of what's going on in their district. And they have to report back to the president of city council. If this is being done, we won't have what's going on right now. The president of the city council doesn't not even know what's going on right outside of City Hall. Look, people, we need to demand more, and we need to demand more now. We need to demand more of our mayor. We need to demand more of our city elected officials. If they stay silent, we don't need them. Right now, we can move City Hall and we won't miss them because they're not doing anything for us. This bottle tax is not helping us. It's just depleting our resources. How can you give a developer 107 million when we are missing all this money in schools on overtime? How can you continue this, Madam Mayor? How can you continue this, Jackie Young and all our city council folks? We need explanation and we need it now. No more closed door conferences. We the people want to know what's going on. Government should be by the people and for the people. If this continues, next election, we will vote all of you out. And if I become your city council president, folks, I would demand that all the districts speak for the people in their districts. And I will speak for the people of Baltimore on a whole through me, the president of Baltimore City Council. There should be no bill passed without the input of all the people in Baltimore, not just downtown by the harbor? No. Anything that goes on in Baltimore City, everyone should know about it. Look, we need to bring back 2 days of trash. Our city are in bad shapes. You tell me, in our schools, rats run around, they live in the kitchen. What are they feeding on? Now, I have inspected school for our past mayors, now governor. It seems like he has amnesia, not knowing what going on in different schools. I have pictures from O'Malley, Sheila Dixon, even far back as Kurt Smoke. When they asked me to visit and inspect schools for them, when their own people couldn't bring the information back. People, I will continue to do my morning show. It's called the Hector Show. I would like all of you to listen and listen well, because I'm going to be the roving reporter. I'm going to get information from all our teachers, students, pictures, and I will be putting it on Facebook and on social media. We need to expose everything that's going on in Baltimore City. People, I ask for your help. I ask for your help to make Baltimore City a place that would be like a shining star in this country. Remember, we live in the city that has all claims to the Star Spangled Banner. We live in the city that has Fort McHenry, that took up arms. We took up arms in 1812 and fought for the survival in this country. Please, people, we live in a great city. We have places like the Lexington Market, the Black Wax and Wax. We have an harbor. We are rich in seafood. There's no reason we cannot have ships coming into our harbor every week bringing tourists. Look how much money that would bring to Baltimore. Why not we have manufacturing plants lined Canton with manufacturing seafood that we can ship all over the world? Look how many jobs we can have here. Look, people, we cannot continue this way. We must continue no bottle tax. We need to stop these high water bills. We need to figure out what's going on with our people that checking the meter vaults. Are they really doing their job? Why are there so many high and erroneous water bills sent to the citizens of Baltimore? All these things need to be looked at. Not sit downtown and let people tell you, well, this is what's going on. No. The mayor needs to get out of her office. City council people need to be out in their districts, checking with their constituents, and bringing back the information to the president of city council. That's when we will have a well-oiled machine. No more, I don't know. You must know what's going on in each and every district. You tell me, why would you build a precinct in a place that there is no houses? You only do that because you have an agenda to use that area for the rich and famous. Look how many houses are being built right off of Tambran Road right now. Because this was decided 20 years ago to make that a place for the rich and famous. Look what's there. We have Roland Park. We have that big shopping center right off Falls Road. Then we have Mount Washington. We have Hamden. That's where the light rail run. Nobody's stupid. All this has been decided many years ago. We got Cross Keys. People, we are not stupid. Anything you do in Baltimore should be for all of Baltimore, not just to benefit the rich and famous. And when we vote next election, we will remember all of this that you do. Please, people, we are not going to take this anymore from our city government. Please, and I say good morning to you, people of Baltimore. I will be coming to you weekly with information as I get it. Look, I would like y'all to read the Baltimore Sun. The articles right there from the Office of Legislative Audits. There's so many erroneous and not really erroneous, they're provable assumptions of how our money are being wasted as far as our schools and our city government, public works. Look how many people punch their cards and go back home. Look, all this is money that we, the taxpayers, are being built for. Our city is at a risk of being bankrupt. Please, people, we cannot take this anymore, and I will tell you that this will stop under my administration as City Council President. Good morning, Baltimore, and have a good day. I love you, and I will continue to fight for you as long as I got breath in my body. Baltimore, please, have a good day, and don't let them flim-flam us anymore. Thank you. Baltimore City residents, along with their fellow highest taxes in the country, and now soft drink manufacturers, beverage distributors, and bottle grocery store operators have been singled out to pay even more. The Baltimore City container tax has already wiped out jobs. Today, if tracking even more, beverage distributors, centers, soft drink manufacturers, and other local grocery stores in January 2011, after the Baltimore City Council passed the temporary 2% container tax, 77 jobs at the local bottling plant disappeared, with Baltimore City unemployment rate tearing at 11%. We cannot afford that kind of loss. Our elected officials should be focused on creating jobs, not chasing them away.